For a long time, it seemed as if James Spader simply vanished from the public eye. One day, he was everywhere, captivating audiences, dominating scenes, leaving that peculiar, lingering sense of unease after credits rolled. And then, just as quietly, he disappeared. No dramatic farewell, no media frenzy, no announcement about taking a break. The phone stopped ringing. Fans and critics alike were left wondering, why did James Spader step back from Hollywood, and why did he seem entirely unconcerned about returning? The roots of Spader's unique approach to life and acting can be traced back to his childhood. He grew up in the academic corridors of Brooks School, where his father taught English and his mother taught art nearby. Later, he attended Phillips Academy in Andover, one of the nation's most prestigious prep schools. On the surface, he seemed surrounded by privilege, but his family lived modestly on teacher salaries. There was little room for extravagance, and life, while comfortable, required careful budgeting. Spader, by his own admission, was never a model student. He was restless, distracted, and often mischievous. Traditional academics held little appeal. Instead, he channeled his energy into side ventures and self-directed projects. By the age of 10, he was already running errands, babysitting, selling whatever he could, and even setting up a small stand outside his home to sell frozen juice concentrate. He even experimented with journalism, creating a short-lived campus newspaper with local and national stories, sports coverage, and his own illustrations. For Spader, these early projects were not about accolades. They were about curiosity, resourcefulness, and the instinct to engage with the world on his own terms. His parents were unwaveringly supportive. He has often spoken about his father's fairness and calm authority, qualities that earned the respect of students in the dorm he supervised. Even the most mischievous children behaved around him, not out of fear, but out of admiration, a lesson in respect, observation, and human behavior that would shape James profoundly. Everything changed when he discovered acting. For the first time, Spader found a space where his restless energy had focus. The stage fit him. By 17, he dropped out of school and moved to New York City to pursue acting full-time. The road was far from glamorous. Auditions, rejection, and survival jobs filled his days. He shoveled horse manure, did odd jobs, and even took a yoga teaching position without any training, improvising lessons and routines just to earn a paycheck. It was chaotic, strange, sometimes laughable, but it was honest, and it became the foundation of his work ethic. Early in his career, Spader faced a peculiar problem. He was too strikingly handsome for the complex, textured roles he wanted to play. Hollywood saw the face first and the soul second. When he didn't fit the mold of the classic leading man, he was cast as a villain, and he leaned into it. Throughout the 1980s, Spader became known for playing arrogant, manipulative, and morally ambiguous men. He excelled at characters audiences loved to hate. In Pretty in Pink, his audition reportedly provoked a visceral reaction from the casting director, who momentarily forgot it was acting. By the late 1980s and into the 1990s, he moved into leading roles, but they were never conventional. His characters were obsessive, sexual, psychologically intricate, and often disturbing. That complexity was rooted in his upbringing, a household where nudity, privacy, and sexuality were treated casually, even openly. Observing life closely, he developed a lifelong fascination with human behavior, desire, and power dynamics. For most actors, turning 40 often brings fewer opportunities. For Spader, it marked a period of clarity. He never chased fame or headlines. He took summers off to be with his children and accepted roles out of necessity rather than ambition. Yet the work he chose grew steadily more compelling. The breakthrough came with Secretary in 2002. Playing the enigmatic E. Edward Gray, Spader crafted a character of obsession, control, and emotional distance. Maggie Gyllenhaal, his co-star, recalls that he barely acknowledged her during the first table read. He was entirely in the character's mindset. Their relationship mirrored the film's themes, precise, ritualized, and slightly unsettling. Spader blurred the line between performance and reality, a hallmark of his career. Television soon provided another stage for his distinctive presence. On The Practice, he portrayed Alan Shore, a lawyer brilliant, manipulative, charming, and ethically flexible. The character migrated to Boston Legal, paired with William Shatner. While the pairing seemed risky, two commanding, scene-stealing actors, the balance was perfect. Spader's calm, deliberate style offset Shatner's theatricality, producing a series that was both funny and emotionally resonant. His work earned him consecutive Emmy wins, cementing his ability to thrive in drama and comedy alike. Spader's career is marked by near misses as well. During the casting of Anchorman, he passionately pursued the role of Brick Tamland. Creators hesitated. He was controlled and cerebral, unlike the wild, chaotic Brick. But Spader immediately understood the comedic potential. The team ultimately cast Steve Carell, yet the episode underscores his keen instinct for character work and his willingness to pursue unexpected opportunities. When Steve Carell departed the office, Spader entered as Robert California, initially intended for a brief cameo. The character's presence quickly expanded, becoming central to Season 8. Robert California was calm, controlled, and unsettling, a stark contrast to the frantic, socially awkward Scranton office. Spader's technical precision and intense presence were undeniable, but his character drained scene energy rather than amplifying it. The show's humor relied on vulnerability, awkwardness, and desperation for connection. California wanted none of it. While Spader excelled at intensity, the character's detachment highlighted why he rarely fits traditional ensemble molds. Spader's Hollywood absence is by design. He values craft over constant visibility, personal life over publicity, and depth over fame. He had pursued unconventional projects, Dream Lover, Crash, Secretary, and voicing Ultron in Avengers, Age of Ultron. While others chase blockbuster visibility, Spader chooses roles that intrigue him artistically rather than commercially. Off-screen, his life mirrors this approach. In the late 1980s, he started a family, choosing presence over productivity. He is famously indifferent to Hollywood networking, career management, and public spectacle. Money and survival occasionally dictate choices, but he has never chased stardom for its own sake. Red carpets, premieres, and interviews are endured, not enjoyed. His energy flows into craft, not celebrity. Spader is meticulous and obsessive on set, halting scenes until gestures, emotional beats, or timing feel authentic. This intensity produces compelling, precise performances but can challenge collaboration. His on-screen persona, confident, composed, morally ambiguous, defines his work. Even softer roles reveal underlying tension, hinting at the complexity beneath the surface. From villainous teenagers to morally intricate antiheroes, Spader has carved a singular path. He is known and respected, yet he exists largely outside mainstream obsession. He remains admired without omnipresence, celebrated without constant visibility, and intense without comp.